Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB20 updates and spoilers. Our house guests of the day are Andrew West and the whole West family. Thank you guys so much for the box of goodies. You're so sweet and you always spoil us and it's like, it's too much. But thank you so much. We really appreciate it and we think you guys are all awesome. So if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so yesterday, we've got some interesting stuff to talk about, you guys. Yesterday, they had the first hacker competition. Just a little reminder, this hacker twist is going to last for 2 weeks. And basically, they have this competition, and whoever wins is the hacker for the week. So that hacker has a lot of power. Like, I think it's too much. The hacker can take down a nominee and pick the replacement. But keep in mind, if somebody is saved by the hacker, they can still be the renom after the power veto. So they're not totally safe for the week, but, I mean, it's a pretty good start, right? Also, the hacker gets to pick one of the power veto players and eliminate an eviction vote. Eliminate an eviction vote. That's a crap ton of power. What? Alright, so the feeds come back after the competition, and it's not immediately apparent who won this thing. Before the comp, pretty much everybody was telling Angela, like, if I win, I'll let you know, and I'll keep nominations the same. That's definitely not happening. Whoever won this is not telling Angela. So the house guests were all wearing sweatshirts with their names on them. The competition had something to do with, like, Big Brother related words, and you had to, like, type them out or something. And they were all in different rooms. I think they did this competition not in the backyard, because I think they were setting up the backyard for the power veto. So you know how, like, sometimes they go, like, off campus to do comps? I'm pretty sure that was one of these. And, yeah, you had to get the most points. I don't know exactly how this worked, but who knows who won? Big Brother called everybody to the diary room one at a time as the house guests were speculating who won, because whoever won this thing's got to decide if they're going to change the nominees or not. So they're all like, oh my god, who was it? But at the same time, they're all pretty much staying in a big clump, so because they don't want to look suspicious if they go off on their own with like 1 or 2 people, whatever. So the feeds go down for a short time for the hacker ceremony, and when they return, we find out that Scotty was removed from the block and Tyler was put up in his place. Oh my god, not Tyler. So that means it's Tyler versus Rockstar up on the block. Dang, that's a big move. Again, just keep in mind, Scotty could still potentially be the replacement nominee after the power veto. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, like, when the feeds came back, it felt like the wind was knocked out of the house. Everybody was shell-shocked. I mean, it's jarring to see that Tyler's up on the block, right? It's like, whoa. I gotta give credit to whoever is the hacker this week for making that big move. That's a big deal. So, just to have the guts to do that. So then, Scotty was in the bedroom with Haleigh, Rockstar, and Bailey, and he's like, oh man, somebody might be trying to backdoor me, because now he might not play in the power veto. He could still be chosen, but if he doesn't get to play, and then he goes up again, it's almost like he was backdoored. Can you imagine that? Being nominated, saved, and then put back up? That's crazy. So he's, like, freaking out a little bit. It's tough to say who won this thing. There is an internet rumor that Haleigh was the winner. There's a couple reasons here. First of all, the cameras were, like, following her around when the feeds came back. It was a little bit odd. There was a reliable source on Twitter who's been right in the past about things like this, saying that Haleigh won. And, yeah. She was just acting a little bit odd, following Tyler around throughout the night. She kept grilling people if they were the hacker or not. It was just, like, a little bit much. It was a little bit suspicious. So, everybody outside of the house is pretty much agreeing that Haleigh won this. Alright, so Scotty... No, I already said that. Okay, Tyler, let's check in with him. He's sad. He was in the bathroom area. People were coming in, you know, to talk to him, pay their respects. So Angela and Fessy were in there with him, and they're like, well, it's obvious that Scotty's the hacker. Obviously, he took himself off the block. He's going to pick himself to play in the veto competition. that they think it's Scotty right off the bat. But is Fessy covering for Haleigh? This is another thing that was like, is it Haleigh? Because apparently earlier she was talking to Casey and they were talking about the image that the losers all saw when they lost. It was like a skull or something. And she didn't seem to know what they were talking about. So, like, she probably didn't see that screen because she won. And she was trying to cover it up, but it's like the damage has been done. So it kind of confirms that she's probably the hacker, right? Alright, so then Casey and Sam come in to talk to Tyler. And Sam is like, if anyone in here is the hacker, I want to play in the veto. And she says this like 3 times. She's like, if anyone in here is the hacker, I want to play in the veto. Because she wants to win and save Tyler. She tells Tyler, these nominations are not going to stick. You're going to be fine. We've all got your back. So Tyler's like, this could easily stick. And then if it does, the hacker gets to eliminate 1 vote. So there is a chance that Tyler could definitely go home this week. So Sam is like, no, you're going to win the veto and take yourself off, or one of us is going to win the veto and take you off. It's going to be okay. Don't feel defeated. And Tyler's like, I don't. I'm going to win this. All right. So then Tyler and JC were alone. JC asks him, did you win and put yourself on the block? What? I mean, I guess, like, that could be some crazy kind of strategy. Like, if you want to make sure that you're not going to be backdoored so that you, like, guarantee yourself a chance to play in the veto. Maybe you get some sympathy points with people. I don't know. But I think Tyler feels pretty comfortable with Angela as the HOH this week. I don't think he's worried about going up on the block as the replacement. So Tyler's just like, is that a serious question? No, I did not do that. So JC is like, well, I don't think it was Scotty because he's not stupid enough to do that. I told him earlier that if he won and put you up, everybody's gonna know it's him. So I don't think he would actually do that. So then Tyler's like, well, it could have been Haleigh or Bailey. So he's like saying again, if I don't win the veto, I'm probably going to be going home. And JC is like, no, I will flip this whole effing house for you to stay. Oh, all right. So then Scotty was talking to Tyler next, and Scotty's like, whoa, he is shook because he says that he assumed that the 2 of them were associated together, and it's not making sense. Why would somebody swap the 2 of them? He says they're pretty much the same player. What? Scotty and Tyler are the same player? I think he means like competition win-wise, but they are not the same player. Scotty, I feel like it's pretty clear he's like on one side of the house. Tyler, everybody thinks that they're with Tyler, but okay. So anyway, Tyler is asking him, if you win the veto, will you use it on me? And Scotty says, yes, in a heartbeat. If he wins, he's going to save Tyler, and then they'll both be safe for the week. So Tyler's like, yay! I'm just glad that we're not up on the block against each other, because that would really suck. So then Haleigh comes over. They're, you know, trying to figure out who this hacker is. And Haleigh's like, it wasn't me. I swear it wasn't. Okay, so then Rockstar comes over. She's like, Tyler, I'm so sorry. It really sucks that you're up on the block with me. And Tyler's like, yeah, I don't know what I did to be up on the block. Is it because I voted out Rachel last week? He says that he did that because Rachel was trying to get him to target Bailey with her. It's not true. That's not true, and that's not even why he voted for her to go, but okay. Alright, so then JC, Angela, and Casey were in the HOH room. They all really hope that Tyler's going to win this power veto and save himself, or one of them will win so that they can save him. Yes, he's a big target, but they do not want to give up Tyler at this point. They need numbers, and they know that Tyler's a good competitor. They're not thinking like, ooh, this is a good chance to take him out. They want him to stay. So then they're talking about the hacker, of course, and initially, like I said before, they thought it was Scotty. Now they've shifted their focus to Bailey. They're like, she's acting really weird. Casey brings up that this is similar to the way that Bailey acted when she got the power app. Like a brat? I don't know, but anyway, Angela's like, should I confront Bailey? And they're like, no. Just play dumb. Just at least wait until the nominations are locked. after the power veto because we don't want to stir anything up. Let's just, like, play it cool. We know that she has it. She doesn't need to know that. So then JC leaves. Haleigh and Tyler come in. And Tyler's like, I saw this coming. I knew I was going to go up on the block. He says he had a Caitlyn moment. Okay, run! So they all agree. It's going to be really telling who the hacker is when they find out who this person chose to play in the power veto. I don't think that's going to be that revealing. If the hacker plays this right, I think they're still going to be really confused. So Tyler has this theory that somebody's trying to pit him and Scotty against each other, make it look like Scotty took himself down and put Tyler up. But people are not really suspecting Scotty anymore, so they're like, we see through this. It's not Scotty. Angela's like, yeah, Scotty can really prove himself if he wins the power veto and uses it on Tyler. And Casey says yes. He would be returning the favor because let's not forget, Tyler did save Scotty during Caitlyn's HOH week, so he kind of owes him, I guess. Alright, what the hell was that? There's a robot outside. So they think, again, that the hacker's identity will come out eventually because, let's face it, most secrets have come out so far this season. People can't keep their mouths shut. And Haleigh's like, yeah, of course. So, I mean, I feel like Haleigh is really guarding this secret and not going to tell anybody because look what just happened to Bailey last week with her power app. Everybody found out about it, and now Bailey is a huge target in the house. So Haleigh says this was not a productive move in any way. I don't know who would do this. And Tyler's agreeing like, yeah, this is a weak move. If you're going to put me up, tell me I'm a threat to my face. Okay. So then JC and Fessy were whispering on the Sky Bridge, and Fessy seems a little bit worried that Scotty could potentially win the veto and save Tyler, and then Fessy feels like maybe he's going to go up as the replacement nominee. So JC's trying to calm him down. He's like, no, I've been putting in work with Angela. Don't worry about it. Don't do anything crazy. You're not even being considered as a replacement nominee, which is not true. Because Fessy is pretty much replacement nominee person number 2 behind Bailey. So yeah, he's definitely being considered. Okay, so then Haleigh had a one-on-one with Fessy, and she's asking him, Fessy, are you the hacker? And he's like, no, I thought you were. So she's like, no, I'm not. If I won, I would definitely keep nominations the same. Liar? But she says they're running out of people that it could be. She doesn't know. She's confused. So Haleigh keeps telling everybody, like, it's going to be so much clearer when we see who the hacker picks to play in the power veto. Is she, like, totally trying to set up Scotty here? Because if Scotty gets picked, it's going to look like Scotty is the hacker. So, I don't know. I think she's trying to, like, set him up there. She also, again, keeps asking people if they're the hacker, and I think that's really sus. So, okay. Tyler was talking to Angela in the HOH last night. They're now on the same page, thinking that Bailey is the hacker. Everybody in level 6 pretty much agrees at this point. It's gotta be Bailey. Honestly, I think they want it to be her so that they have even more reason to put her up as the backdoor. So, again, they're not going to tell Bailey that they know. And the plan moving forward is still to backdoor her. And again, this gives them even more of a reason to do it. So Tyler brings up something that happened last week when he was trying to pretend that Scotty was his best friend. He says that Bailey was the only person that he said that to, so it must be her. Okay, so then JC comes in after a few minutes, and he's saying, I want Bailey gone this week. He says he's going to jeopardize his whole game just to get everyone to vote her out because he's done with her. He's done. So then he tells them about this incident that just happened with Bailey in the kitchen. And if you want to see this for yourself, you can flash back cameras 3 and 4, 7:44 p.m. Okay, so here's the setup. Bailey was sitting at the kitchen island eating pita chips. She's got the bag facing her. She's talking to Rockstar. I believe Haleigh was on the side. Sam was crafting at the dining room table with her huge box of stuff. And JC was in the kitchen. as well. So he goes over to the counter, or to the island, and he picks up the bag of pita chips because he wants one. So he's got it in his hand, and Bailey freaking grabs the bag. She's like, ask! She rips it out of his hand. It was aggressive. So JC's like, are they yours? No, they were community chips. It's not like it was from her HOH basket. So Bailey's like, I'm eating them right now. So then she starts lecturing him about how he didn't knock on her HOH door last week. He would just come in and say that he had to pee or poop. He didn't ask if he could. Yeah, I know. And she was serious. It wasn't even a joke. Like, I could see if she was joking. She's like, ask first. But no, she was serious. She's like, you never ask for food. You just take it. So Bailey says, like, I'll always let you do these things, but you should ask first. It was a lot. Okay, so back to the HOH room. JC has just shared this story with Angela and Tyler, and they're like, whoa, that's messed up. She's definitely still on a power trip. It makes them think even more that she must have this hacker advantage thing. So Angela is like, all right, I'm gonna make this great. So she's got this plan. She wants to invite Bailey to sleep upstairs the night before the power veto ceremony, you know, Sunday night. They're gonna have a girls' night. It's gonna be so much fun. And then the next day, she is going to blindside Bailey and put her up on the block. Oh my God! Angela is like not messing around. She is savage, and I hate saying that word, but like, she is savage. Okay, so Bailey goes up to the HOH room about half an hour after the incident. They're all still up there. I think Brett was up there too at this point. She apologizes to JC for being mean. She's like, but when people touch my food, it wasn't yours. It was community chips. I know Stacy's, the pita chips are great, but like, calm down. So JC just goes along with it, but like, you know he's pissed. He is not gonna let this go. He's not gonna forget it. All right, so moving on. Fessy and JC were chatting in the have-not room. They're still trying to figure out who this damn hacker is. So at this point, they've narrowed it down to Rockstar, Bailey, or Haleigh. And they're like, it's probably not Rockstar because she definitely would have saved herself. Also, Rockstar is not good at hiding her emotions. She wears them all on her face. So they feel like they would have known if she had won. So then Fessy's like, well, Bailey might be mad at Tyler because of stuff that happened in the first few weeks. Like in week 1, when Tyler, it was known he would have nominated Bailey if the veto was used. And then week 2, Tyler used the veto and Caitlyn put up Swaggy. So this might be like some sort of redemption for Swaggy. Or some revenge for Swaggy. And then Fessy's like, maybe it was Haleigh. And Fessy drops that Haleigh has mentioned wanting to backdoor Tyler. I feel like that's a huge thing that he just dropped. What? Okay, so anyway, that's pretty incriminating. So then JC is like, no, I don't think Haleigh would make a big move like that without telling us. Oh, she would. But he says that she would be the most ungrateful person because Fessy risked his game to use the power veto on her, and then if she did that, she is a shitty ass person. Woo! Okay! Anyway, I think she totally would do that, and can you imagine if it comes out that she was the hacker? Fessy is gonna be, he's gonna like blast off through the roof. I don't know. He's gonna explode. So for the rest of the night, nothing too exciting happening. Fessy did tell Angela that if he plays in the veto and wins, he'll use it however she wants. Is that real though? Or is he just BSing? I don't know. But Angela is freaking trolling him. She is telling him, oh, whatever. I'm leaning towards keeping the nominations the same. So like, whatever happens, happens. That's not what she wants. She wants Tyler to come off the block, but she's got this whole plan now. So we'll get to that in a second. But the house guests went to bed pretty early last night, and then this morning, Angela was briefing Sam and Casey on her plan. So basically, she wants to act really insensitive towards Tyler about him being on the block. She wants to make it seem like she wants the nominations to stay the same. She's hoping that this will keep any of the extra players from fighting too hard for the veto so that one of the nominees or herself will win. And then the veto will be used and she can do what she wants to do. But yeah, the plan is to save Tyler with the veto and put up Bailey. But she also, just for flavor, wants it to be a blindside, so she's really effing with the other side's minds, and it's working. Okay, so then it was time for the power veto player pick. The host was Haleigh, and the players, we've got Angela, Rockstar, and Tyler, and then 3 extras, Brett, Casey, and Scotty. And it sounds like Casey was the hacker's pick. Interesting. That is an interesting pick. I'm not totally sure what Haleigh was going for there. I guess she felt like if she picked Fessy, it would be pretty obvious. People would definitely be able to narrow it down. She would be one of the suspects there. And then I guess she didn't want to pick Scotty because, I don't know, again, it would have been too obvious that somebody's trying to frame Scotty. So this was kind of just like an out of nowhere pick. But at the same time, does she not realize how close Casey is to Tyler? I mean, if Casey wins this veto, she'd probably use it on him, right? Yeah. So it's an interesting pick. I think, honestly, she was pretty much just freaking out that she was going to get caught, and she was just trying to cover herself. So anyway, it looks like if Scotty stays true to what he said earlier, that he would save Tyler, everyone playing in this competition would use it on Tyler, except for Rockstar. Woo! So Rockstar was feeling pretty discouraged when she saw who was going to be playing against her. So then the house guests were waiting around for the competition. Tyler has come up with some crazy ass plans just in case things do not work out with the veto. He was talking about like starting a fake fight with Brett. He was talking about something really crazy if he gets really desperate. He was like, I will call a house meeting and I will say that Scotty and Rockstar are brother and sister. What the F? I mean, it's interesting, it's innovative, but what? Okay, can you imagine if that actually happened and it worked? Alright, well anyway, the feeds went down for the power veto competition around 12:20 p.m. This is a big one. The feeds were down for a little bit, and when they come back, we find out that Angela won the power veto. What? So it's a big week for her, and it sounds like it was like a prizes and punishments competition. We're going to talk about that more tomorrow. I'll have all the details for you, but like, whoa. I'm not going to lie. The petty part of myself is very excited because, you know, Angela is going to make the most of this power veto win. She's going to make it entertaining. Whoa. Okay, and I'm assuming she's going to use it on Tyler and put up Bailey. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll talk about all this tomorrow. And until then, much love.